Hello, let's talk about how to format tables in physics. All right, this is a quick tutorial video to help you do some data table formatting when you have something like a 5 by 5 investigation or any kind of investigation where you take some measurements in a lab. All right, so we've got a table started here, which is okay, but got some issues. All right, but generally this is what you want your tables to look like in terms of what goes where. So I want a title at the top. I want a nice descriptive title. So I got, table 1 because I'm probably going to have multiple tables, like a results table later. Okay, and just by reading this title, I bet you can picture what happened in this experiment, right? Somebody made different pendulums, different lengths, and measured how long it took them to swing back and forth 10 times. Okay, so I'm just going to go through some stuff here. I want to have this title span the whole thing, so I'm going to use this magic merge and center button. I press that. Everything goes in that one cell, nicey nice. I'll stretch stuff out a little bit so we can see the whole thing. I might adjust this later. We'll see how we're feeling. I'm going to bold my title, of course. Okay, next I got this little header for time. Here's how we do it. So here's my 5 times. I'm going to bold the trials while I'm at it. I'm going to let's center everything while we're at it. So I'm highlighting the whole table, clicking all the center buttons until everything works out nice and is centered the way I want. So vertical and horizontal centering is usually the move. Okay, so the idea is going to be these are all measurements of time, and I do want to include this row to show trial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the 5 trials. Each trial, I took my 10 centimeter long pendulum. Is what this is going to say. First trial is this took this long for 10 swings, then this long, then this long, then this long, then this long. All right, so time is really across all 5 of these. So I'm going to again merge and center like this. So I want this whole thing to say time like so. So merge and center. So now what this is showing is all of these numbers are measurements of time and have a certain uncertainty. Okay, but issue, oof, horrible. Look at this, plus slash minus, ugh, disgusting. We don't want that. We want to do it official-like. So we're going to use the plus minus symbol for sure because we are laboratory professionals. So we're going to go up here to insert in Excel, and we're going to go to symbol. Insert symbol, hunt around, find the plus minus. If you're lazy, Google plus minus symbol and copy paste it, Just get it in there somehow. Insert. Now we're talking. Now it looks like a real data table. And I'm going to bold it. Same thing over here. I need a plus minus symbol, but I do have uncertainties for my length. So plus minus goes like this. Look at that, 0.05, disgusting. That should be 0.05, right? Always use a leading 0 if you got a decimal. That's just, good number hygiene. All right, so this is looking good. I have a descriptive title. I have 2 column headers that include the name of the quantity and the uncertainty and the unit that I measured in. Always as you measured it, like these lengths were measured in centimeters. Eventually we want to turn those into meters if we're doing any math on them. But for the data table, you record it like you measured it. That's what you're communicating. Okay, other thing I want to watch out for is precision. All the uncertainty defines how far I can take these measurements, right? And so a lot of times, like this was a probably stopwatch situation, or maybe not, 0.01. Maybe this is like video analysis. Yeah, maybe we're taking video, so we really can be short within 0.01 seconds. But this was probably like 11.20 seconds, but Excel is rounding that off. So the way you deal with this, you highlight the numbers you want to mess with the decimal amount for. And in the home ribbon, you click these little buttons in the number section to increase or decrease decimal. All right, and I went 2 decimals for all these times because they're measured with an uncertainty in the hundredths place. Yeah, and so that's where I'll go. So I just make sure these all have the same number of decimals, but precision is good everywhere, every single number. And same deal over here. Length plus or minus 0.05 centimeters. I've measured and estimated all of these with a ruler, real careful, like reading in between the lines. So I got to, keep this 0.05. So this is the only one that's an issue because that was probably 0.10. So I'm going to hit the increase decimal button, and now we're good. Precision is good everywhere. I got some descriptive titles. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit now. I do want grid lines, so let's do that. Highlight everything. Go up here to borders and hit all borders. Because now when I paste it into my report, which will be on a Word document, and I write the whole formal lab report, The grid lines will actually show up and will look nice. And now you just kind of use your judgment, all right? There's really not specific rules for this stuff. Descriptive headers, a descriptive title, precision, uncertainty, all that stuff's what you really need. And then you can decide if you want to be fancy and like, add some different colors, go for it. One thing I just noticed that I can do at this one, I'm going to cut and paste. Because, all right, sometimes we'll do like this. You have this cell usually, which is nothing. So sometimes I'll just like, color it in like that. So it's just like, don't worry about it. We don't need that cell. But I might actually use it here because this is like a big wide thing. Here's what I'm going to do. Cut and paste. Control X, Control V. And then I'm going to merge these and wrap text, which is going to let me do like this. Oh, what? I almost had it. All right, so I'm just, messing with it to get it where I want it, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's not so smart. All right. How about that? How about that? I like that a little bit better. Okay, just for this example one. All right, again, you play around and make it look nice. As long as you got your uncertainties, your descriptive title and headers and your precision is all good. That's the main stuff for the data table. All right. Okay, so there's a very, very quick little, what a data table should look like. Try and make them all more or less look like this. It will vary depending on what you're measuring and what your experiment is, but those are kind of the key pieces. All right, have fun.